So this is the Euro Yen analysis for Friday, the 10th of November. Now, let's have a look what happened with prices here on the 9th of November. We're just going to grab the pen, and the 9th began there. So, previous to the 9th, we did see some buying momentum coming to the market. It's quite a bit below it's somewhat validated, is 31.70. We did see the buying momentum coming in around slightly above this 31.40, so in around a 30.50 level. Saw some buying momentum, a pretty strong V-shaped reversal. Yeah, pretty strong V-shaped reversal on the Euro Yen. Now, we didn't quite come up to this 200 period average. We did see some selling momentum again, coming in all the way down to the bottom end of the range in around at 31.70. We did briefly break below it, all the way back down into 31. Let's just have a look where these levels are, just to be certain. So we're just going to have a look now, because we were operating within a range. So lower end, we did go down to 31.40, and our most recent low was all the way down at 31.63. So yeah, let's just get on the chart. So we didn't see much resolution to the upside, and we did post a low there. Now we have seen retracement here on the 9th from the well, it's close to the 200 period average, not quite there. We did trade above this 32 level, and we weren't able to hold the level, as we've seen some strong sell side momentum. We did not consolidate or hold. We saw strong side buying side sell side momentum all the way down. We broke below this 31.70, which we don't like to see really, but we broke down and prices stalled before coming back up. Now we have put in a bit of a lower high, and we are operating outside market hours, so the market does seem to be a bit lost for direction at present. So overall, we've had our lows here, we've had higher lows, and we do appear to have had higher low again, got lower high, lower high. So prices is going into a bit of a triangle, actually. So we're in a bit of a triangle at present, so a breakout does seem likely. Now, we are at the bottom end of the range, being at 31.70. The upper end of the range is at that 134 level. I might as well just get this scaling on this chart so we can... Oh, there we are. There we are. So, the upper end of the range being at 134, lower end of the range 31.70. As we operate in our lower end of the range, we possibly should be more short side bias to target possibly this next major level all the way down to 30.60. As overall, we've had the bearishness from the ECB, and we've seen the euro weaken. Now, let's just see where we are. Just bear with me a second here. It's not what I like to see. So we've had a case of lower highs, I've mentioned. So if we draw there and we draw there, we do look poised for a breakout. Now, we do have the major support at 31.70. So if we do see a breakout, we're looking to see our prices react to the 200 period average. But due to it being a breakout, we may trade all the way above the 200 period moving average without seeing a reaction. So the very next level we'll be targeting is in around at 32.83. We've got the confluence of the 400 period average and this weekly pivot that we have stalled at before in the past. We'll see whether we do get some sell side momentum coming to the market for us to target 31.70 to the downside. So a break all the way up to 32.83 before we see some sell side momentum taking us all the way back down to 31.70. We'll see our price react there before we potentially look at buying opportunities all the way back up to 32.83. Or we're looking at selling opportunities all the way down to 30.60. But first, we'll have to clear 31.50. 31.50 may act as some support, as it has active support there for buy side momentum, and we've had support at 31.63. Can't imagine we'll see much reaction around 31.63, but 31.50, the round number. So we might see some buy side momentum coming to the market there before we target our 30.60. Now the upper end of the zone, again, we were saying we're looking for possible profit taking or potential short bearish side momentum come on 32.83. But if we do break above it, we do have some consolidation. We do look poised for continuation. Again, we'll be targeting 33.45, and above that we're looking at 34. Now 33.45 is significant. 33.45, if we do trade above 33.45, it would invalidate all the bearishness from the ECB in regards to the euro and their dovish stance in their extension of QE. So above 33.45 pretty much invalidates the overall negative view on the euro over the medium to long term. So it might be a temporary break above it, but if we do stay above it for a pretty long stretch, then we'll be looking for moves all the way up to 134 and possibly higher. Now that should so lower end of the range, we've already identified lower end of the range being around 30.60, the upper end of the range being around 33.45. So we're just going to have a quick look at the daily time frame and the weekly time frame before wrapping up here. So frame, let's get going on here, correct. On the daily time frame, as we can see here, we're still operating within the range. The range being at 134, lower end of the range being 31.70. It's pretty clear. And we've outside momentum, come back into the market, and we've found support in around the bottom end of the range. So possibly looking for upside momentum over the short term to all the way up to that 32.83, up to that 33.45. I've just noticed something. 33.45 isn't the level of invalidation. Disregarding what I said earlier, the invalidation would come in around the 34.40. 34.40 is the invalidation, not 33.45. So 34.40 would be our invalidation. 134.40 is our invalidation level, as if we would have tested the upper end of the range, and also would negate most of the bearish momentum from the ECB. So overall, as you can see, we're down to the bottom end of the range. We do appear to have found some buyers down there. Let's just have a look at the weekly time frame before wrapping up here. On the weekly time frame, let's see where we are. On the weekly time frame, again, we've had a double top in around at 134. We've had a strong bearish candle just there, closing near the lows. Of concern, however, is the fact that we have not seen resolution. What I mean by that, I simply mean we've not seen the follow through that we expected. We would have expected the week that followed after that very strong bearish week to be an equally bearish week. May not be of the size, may not be as large a candle, but we did expect to see more sell side momentum. The fact that we have not, and so we saw some buying come back into the market, would suggest that the major market participants have got a strong buy side bias for the euro. The overall trend on this higher time frame is to the upside, so short side trades are somewhat counter trend, but it is in light of a fundamental catalyst being the ECB. So overall, yeah, that should wrap up the euro yen analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.